Hi, good people. There is a lot of learning that can happen between a student to another student. And this we can effect if we are able to put them into groups. So I just want to take you through in a short while how you can group your students, how you can create groups among your classes so that you are able to assign them work in a group. You go to your course, you go to participants, that you are at that point where you enroll your students, that point where you enroll your student. Now, when you are there, it is easy to share to group your students into several groups. You can see in my class, there are 42 participants. When you remove myself, I'm left with 41. So to do this, you simply go to this edit button, edit setting button. You click on it. When you click on that button, you realize there are groups here. So you click on that group. Once you do that, then this screen appears here, where you are told these are the groupings, and then the overview. These are the group members. These are the groups, and these are the group members. I want to create it. There are two ways. You can either create it manually, which will involve a lot of time, which we don't want. The best way to do a group in a minute is just to do what we call how to create groups. So we click here, how to create. When you click how to create, it gives you this kind of a setting so that now you can edit the settings. Leave naming of the group the way it is, then create out a group based on. And there are two ways here. There are two parameters that you can use to decide on what kind of groups that you want to create. Either you create it based on the number of groups that you want. If you have 5 discussion topics, then you split the class into 5 groups. If not so, if you have one topic that you want to be discussed in every group, then you can decide whether you want, how many members do you want per group. So you can use either. If you use number of groups, that's okay. Then you have to specify how many groups do you want. I told you I have 41 people. Let's say that we want like 8 groups. So that, okay, let's say we need 5 groups. Now here, group naming, you can say group messaging. You can message from one group to the other. And then you are grouping the student, not anybody else. And then you want to group them at random. You don't want to use any method so that they can be grouped anywhere. And you group. Now, if you do that, you realize your 41 students will be split into 5 groups. There is somewhere here we say ignore users in groups. Sorry, we like this where we say you will, if you use the number of members per group, you may realize that if you say it like you want 5 people and I have 41, I will split 41 into 8 and I'm left with 1. So when you say that you are splitting them in accordance here, in accordance to the number of members, and I have 5 people, I have 5 members per group, then you realize that this button becomes active so that you prevent small people, small groups, so that the one person who will remain after 8 groups will be fixed in one group. So another group will have 6, while others have 4, because of that effect. Otherwise, if you're grouping them in terms of 5 people, then it will just divide into 5 groups depending on how members will be. So we are saying we need 8. Let's say we need 8 groups. Or sorry, let's say we need 5 groups, and we are splitting them in terms of number of groups, not number of people. So we submit this. Once we are done, we submit this. our people comes here. You realize that this group A will have 9 people. If you want to see who are there, you just click on it and the members are populated on the other side. Group B will have 8 people and the members are here, and so forth. You can edit, you can remove, you can do what? If you want to remove a member, you can remove by just clicking on this. So when you click on that, it allows you to select the member, either add or remove him. That's basically what it is able to do. Back to the groupings. So the groupings are here. So the groups have been adopted. So you are able now to use the groupings now the way you want. Now, when you are here, you can have an overview of who is in your group. From there, you can see here it's only Mwalimu who is not in that group. So from there, you are able now to assign them work in another place. Thank you very much. Then I'll be showing you how to now allocate work to these people on specific topics. Thank you.